hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So time comes to y'all with another video. We talking Real Housewives of Atlanta. Before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what y'all think about this video. So this is the third part, you guys, which, by the way, I feel like this reading was extremely dragged out. They could have really made it 2 parts and just made them super long. So it starts off with Shamia versus Portia. This relationship to me is not really the most recoverable because y'all bringing the mamas into it. Like, I understand the whole situation because it goes deep. Now, when they bring up the mom stuff, it makes so much sense. Portia is torturing Shamia for what her mama did to her. And it's clearly obvious. That's why she does certain things to her. She shades her in certain ways or tries to make her feel less than because of what Shamia's mama allegedly did to Miss Diane. Okay. Now, apparently, it was some daycare business that that Portia's mom had, Miss Diane had, and it went into foreclosure. So Shamia mama bought it. Which my whole thing is, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but if you didn't give her heads up, then I would see why she should feel away. Because if we're giving each other tips on business stuff and then my stuff fails and then you buy my stuff and you didn't give me a heads up, like I'm buying it so that way you could recoup and maybe buy it back from me, then it's like you being a little bit shady. So this, to me, if this is true allegedly, this explains the reason why their relationship is the way that it is, because Portia constantly does stuff to Shamia and demeans her low key so that way she could say, hey, I'm better than you, bitch, even though you got a rich husband and you may be a little richer than me, I'm still a little bit better than you. I'm more famous than you. I'm more popular. Okay. So Shamia trying to blame, like, it's literally a repeated generation. Shamia trying to blame the other women for the Portia and her miscommunication is such BS. Let me tell you something. Whether the girls went back to Portia or not, something still would have happened between y'all. Because Portia is threatening, girl, that you are on this show. I don't know why though. Because Shamia, your performance this year was horrible. I like Shamia, but I feel like she could be a bit of a pushover. But her performance was like a negative, not a negative. Let me not like I would say a solid 5 out of 10. She could have did a lot better. Like really did a lot better. Portia starts talking about so yeah, her blaming the other girls to me was dumb because it's like if y'all have such a solid friendship, anything these other girls tell you about each other shouldn't even affect y'all. Because one, y'all know y'all on a reality show. So bitches gonna try to start up so y'all could beef. And two, if y'all known each other since childhood, y'all go way back since Pamper days, should nobody be able to get in between that friendship? So that's that on that. Portia starts talking about the press interview. She's like, you, Shamia, have been going on a smear campaign. Portia just learned what a smear campaign is. She thought a smear campaign was another version of getting a pap smear. I'm like, girl, bye. Like, I live with Portia, articulates herself so well because you could tell she probably had to look it up. She's like, what's a smear campaign? Like your smear poop, like Pilar when I was changing his diaper, smear. Oh, okay, okay. Anyways, so she's like, you went on a smear campaign against me and was talking about me, Shamia. Like, why would you do that? And I'm like, okay. Here's the thing. Shamia was going on a press tour. Do I think it was a smear campaign? No, I think it was a pity me campaign. She was very sad about the friendship breakup, and she felt as if she was disappointed because she never thought her and Portia would get to this level of a friendship breakup. Would I say she was smearing Portia? No. I think she alluded some stuff, but smearing is a stretch. Okay. Now here comes the shade. Portia says, I make more press than, it's crazy because it's like me getting more press than you do. I don't even do that. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't see Shamia on more interviews lately than Portia. No shade. I don't know if it's because Shamia got that radio connect, but like sis be on press interviews back to back to back to back to back, interview this, interview that, interview this. I thought of hitting the bitch up for an interview. So it's like for you to say you do it more than her, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. Like, I'm sorry. Okay. Like, no. And that to me was shade. That's why I'm happy. Kelly said, ooh. Ooh. No, she said, and then I went, ooh, because that was shade. Okay. That was very much shade. And it is what it is. Okay. Like it was shade. It was shade. Okay. And that's another version of Portia demeaning Shamia. Clearly. Okay. Now we get to Kelly, and they ask her opinion on the friendship. She says her friendship with Shamia, she wishes that Shamia could have her moment to express herself and how she feels. Here's the thing: Portia listens to respond. She doesn't listen to listen. So she interrupts Shamia anytime that she could get, so she can make sure her point across and her point is heard. Meanwhile, Shamia's just sitting there like a puppet doll, and we can't even understand anything she's saying because she can't even articulate her words because she kept getting interrupted. Although I don't think Shamia's performance was the best, Andy did a horrible job at hosting. You should have told Portia to shut the hell up because she kept talking. We hear her talk all the damn time through the show. Y'all airing 90% of her confessionals. Can we hear Shamia talk? I mean, damn. It was really getting on my nerves because we all know Portia is one of Andy's favorites. So if I was Shamia, I don't know how she had enough patience for that because, bitch, I would have snapped on Andy and Portia because you going to stop interrupting me and let me talk because you making me seem like I came on here to take your life down while you have an African man who's literally ruining your life. That has nothing to do with me. Well, Shamia, apparently you did set them up, okay? But I'm gonna let you keep living it up, not paying your taxes, like Jocelyn said. Shamia agrees to uh to what Portia is sort of proposing for them to start off with, I guess, a clean slate and not to do any press badly about each other. And she agrees to not hold her feelings back, which I think was a great point made because, like I said, Shamia, I don't think is a bad person. The internet has been dragging this lady back and forth that she did an apology video, which we're gonna talk about. Shamia, stand up. I mean, what the fuck was that? I don't even be cussing through my videos, but when I saw that, I said, Shamia, what are you apologizing for? It really made me mad. Like, why? This is the pushover stuff we're talking about, Shamia. Why are you apologizing? You act like you slept with somebody's husband. You didn't do anything in regards to just defending yourself. The only person I think she owes an apology to, in my opinion, is Drew. 100%. She treated Drew like pure trash while Portia was over here treating her like a little puppy dog. So that's, if anybody, you owe an apology to. Everybody else, you was just sort of kind of defending yourself. It was kind of pathetic. That whole video. It's sad to say, like, I don't want to be rude to the lady, but it's like that was super pathetic, Shamia. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck was that? Now, this is the apology video, you guys.
To all of the ladies on Sweet 16 cast, starting with Portia, Drew, Angela.
And once again, Shamia's a good person, but I think in regards to his reality app like stratosphere, she's very lost.
Britt, Kenya, Cynthia, Kelly. I'm sorry. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Phaedra even coming in at the end. I'm sorry. If I've ever offended you, if I've made you feel less than, inferior, if I insulted you, hurt you in any way, I'm sorry. And I hope that we can start fresh. And
like my whole thing is something like this is saved for season 17. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like this is saved when the season starts filming. You don't, mind you, she did it as if like she went to rehab. It looked like one of the videos that somebody tapes when they're going to rehab and they didn't tell nobody, but they sent the video out to everybody. I have a problem. I'm here to fix it. I'm gonna be away for like 30 days, and I hope you support me on this journey. I'm not making fun of anybody having an issue, but like I'm making fun of the video. Like that's how it looks. Like literally, that's how the setup looks. Okay, so I just feel like once again, that's another form of you being a people pleaser. Like, apologize for what? You need to apologize to Drew. That's it. Nobody else. And that could have been a scene on season 17. Okay. So we get to Drew's life, right? And they showed a video with Ralph that went viral with them cooking. No shade. I still do think they so cute together, though. That's the thing. But Ralph is such a fucking we gotta talk about Mr. Ralphie, man, because there's been some updates on Mr. Ralph. Okay, there's been some updates on Mr. Ralph. So apparently, Ralph has been bringing in some women into their home. Drew said one of the women went to her kids' lunch, and then the woman was mean mugging her and went up to her and said, "Who are you? Who is this hoe? Brittany's her name." She did one of those. Okay. I'm glad Andy asked the question about the women not being nice to Drew about her divorce, because the way that they treated her this season to me was abysmal. Y'all did not consider anything that this lady is going through. She has a narcissistic ass husband, kids, young ones at that are impressionable, and y'all are treating her as if like she unalive Dennis or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't get it, and that's why I say Shamia owes her the biggest apology, because Shamia to me was one of the ones who went in on Drew. Kelly was rightfully called out because of the lack of compassion. That's another one who I felt like went very much in. Shamia kept getting whacked in back and forth. I said, "Oh my God, Shamia, you should have wore a life jacket, bitch. You should have wore a yellow life jacket. You feel me? And some floaties on your damn shoulders, because the way that they kept whacking her back and forth, I said, oh my God, can y'all let her breathe? Just let her breathe. I felt so bad. I really did, y'all. I really did. So they call her out for basically bringing back the Pilar thing. I think Drew meant it in a shady way, but the way she said it was not shady. I think she was being, y'all know Drew's corny as all ever. I think she was trying to be like corny shady. I don't think she was trying to be malicious shady. Like, oh, they'll pay for her kids' college because I heard she ain't got no fucking money. Uh-huh. I think she was like, oh, they'll pay for her kids' college. Ha ha. Like, it was sort of in that way. So the way Shamia brought it back was very malicious. So I see how Portia could feel away. But Portia, shut the fuck up. You knew you still would have had an issue with Drew, whether she said that or not. So don't make it seem like that made it 10 times worse. Like, please. Like, Portia to me is very calculated, because now you're trying to team up with Drew to whack Shamia upside her head. And I see exactly what's going on. So they asked about Black, aka Black Smoke. If y'all don't know who this is, y'all, let me show y'all that gram, because some of y'all don't know who this is. Mr. Black Smoke, y'all, is famous. You hear me? He's known by many. Y'all be seeing them celebrities be promoting Black Smoke on Instagram. They be like, oh, I never tried hookah with no tobacco before. Da 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 da. Black Smoke, Big Ivory did it. You feel me? Like a lot of the girls. So it's like he has a lot of motion in regards to the hookah business. See, this is his page, you guys. So like he's really like super big in regards to the hookah industry. Diamond, like, and this is what he looks like, y'all. One thing about it, Drew loves her short man. I will say that. He cute. So Portia, you trying to make fun of his looks. Dennis ain't over there, all hot stuff feeder with his pop ballet. So it's like not too much. Anyways, so the problem with Drew, because she ended up passing out the hookahs, is she withholds information, which to me is a form of lying. So that is why she always looks like a liar, because she doesn't tell us everything. Because if you dating the man, it's okay. You keep mentioning him as your friend. And Portia, why do you care so much? You know one thing that bothers me with Portia? She's so concerned of who's fucking who and who's dating who. Who are you fucking, Portia? Because we hear you dating like the prince or the president of Zimbabwe or something like that, and he married or some crap like that. So shut up. Like, Portia's so worried about who's in whose bedroom, but we can't talk or ask her questions about what happened in her bedroom with married men. Like, shut up. Like, Portia really gets on my nerves, y'all. A lot of y'all Portia stands be in my comments, and I don't care, because I see straight through that lady. I'm telling you, she's a whole lot of gimmicks and semantics. Dennis denied the text, and Ralph was defending Portia. Like, how twisted was that? I said, not y'all swap spouses for defense, and not even that. They didn't put Ralph behind Drew, which I thank you, bravo, because that would have been some toxic shit. Imagine your divorcee husband behind you talking shit. Like, they knew better than that, okay? I feel Drew did text that, but once again, Portia, you yourself texted the whole effing for beats or whatever that thing they alluded. You yourself said you didn't care that if there was effing or not. You only care if they filmed together. So if she did text that, why do you care? Because you're lying, like you said. Because you're lying. Yeah, because you feel away because you still have feelings for Dennis. You want the hot dog, and it's okay. Drew read Ralph for Phil. She was just like, man, you think you all hot stuff with your Beijing sitting over there thinking you cute. He was like, I don't know where this energy coming from. He said, well, you could get this smoke. Black smoke. Bitch, you should have puffed a hookah after you said it. You should have said, "Pooh." You know what I'm saying? Like, "Pooh." You should have puffed a hookah after you done said that. Ralph to me is such a clout chaser. And this is what I want to mention about Mr. Ralph. You know, he's gotten in the booth. You feel me? He contacted Candy and he said, Candy, let's go to the studio and let's go make some beats. Okay. And this is the track, you guys, uh, with them together that they dropped. So this is the track, you guys. And it's available. I can't play it due to copyright and stuff, but it's available. It's called Wish You Well. It's available on Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, even Tidal. Nikki, eat your words, bitch. Like, it's just like, this nigga is such a clout chaser. If you wanted to hop in a booth with Drew, you could have said that. That's my whole thing. Now, we get to the whole situation with them two being together. Dennis also talked about dating some of the girls and stuff, and he sort of alluded to, talking to Kelly. I said, "Oh, Kelly, let me find out you gave him some head," because Portia said Dennis just like head. He just be saying, "Oh, this person gave me head, this person gave me head." I said, "Kelly, them lips is all looking over there plump and juicy. Let me find out that you gave him some top. Give me top." But no, he said no. The only time they'll call on the phone here and there, and it would be about business. Like, you outside? I said, "Oh, why would you say that, Kelly? We're gonna have to hit you with the why would you do that? Because you don't say it was all business and friendly if a nigga call you ask you if you're outside."
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Why you do that? Because it's like you further, you further push the narrative that like y'all might be fucking. I was like, oh my God. I don't think they would though. I don't think Kelly would ever give him the time of day, especially what happened with her last ex-husband. She don't want anything either even close to the man. So Ralph was telling Drew on stage all these three sweet nothings, talking about, oh, I love you. I've always cared for you, and blah, 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 blah. I think he still has feelings for her. After all that, let me tell you something. If a nigga talks so much crap about a girl on a consistent basis, he still cares about her. This man be on Twitter. He be on Instagram. Now he done hopped in the booth. You don't think this man has feelings for her? They got kids, for God's sake. So for people to be like, oh, they're lying about what they're going through. They have kids. They live in the same house. They're still legally married. If she dipped back into the dip sat, y'all can't be acting as if they're just conjuring all of this stuff up because especially with some of the stuff he said about her. You think Drew, as much as she likes to withhold information, wants some of that information out there about her mama being broke at one point and all that shit? That's what bothers me, is people thinking they just conjuring this up for storyline. No, babes, it's called a marriage. They've been married for a minute. They got kids and they live in the same house. The fuck? Anyways, we get to Charles, and I do think Drew secretly wants to work it out with him. That's what I think. We get to the man in Charles. Charles said, the reason why I didn't look like he didn't like Angela that much, he don't put on for cameras. And that's why it came off like that. So he said a lot of the women claimed they knew him, but they did not know him. Phaedra, Shamia. Phaedra said, well, we met before. He said, we were in the same room. That don't mean you met me. I said, oh, well, get him, Phaedra. Get him, Charles. I love that moment because that's one thing I don't like is people claiming they know me personally when, bitch, you do not know me. Please don't say you know me if you don't know me like that. I'm sorry. Because the person, even if you knew me years ago, is not the same person today. So not too much. I cannot stand when somebody do that. You don't know me. You know of me. You've watched me. You've heard me, but you don't know me. You don't even know my birthday. How you know me? You don't even know my mama name. How you know me? Like, it's just like, you don't even know where I work. How you know me? Like, it's just like, you don't know me. So, like, shut up. I cannot stand when people do that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. It was when somebody act like they know you like that when they really don't have to have a peak squeak of who you are as a person. So they started talking about Wendy Williams. Child, Angela was so threatened by Wendy Williams. I said, girl, if you don't start worrying about no damn Wendy Williams, because apparently she invited him over for some wine. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all think Wendy Williams was with that ogre Kevin and wasn't dipping in the dip sack with some niggas with some big backs, bitch, you're crazy. Okay, so it didn't even surprise me that she said that because I'm like, wow, Wendy was getting it on. Wendy was trying to get some DICK. I said, all right, okay. Phaedra was trying to be shady with her Octavia Spencer looking ass and about the whole I didn't know Charles was married thing. Phaedra, I think, was being shady. I don't think Shamia was being shady, in my opinion. But Phaedra especially was, because that first scene when you came back gossiping your tongue off, you would have thought you and Charles went to Athens together. Because everything happens in Athens. You know what I'm saying? You would have thought they went to the same high school, Athens. Fuck out of here. Like, I'm so glad Charles got her ass because it's like, the nerve of you, bitch. You do not know this man like that. Thank ya. Okay. Phaedra left with egg on her face. So they asked about Sheree. They said they did it about years. And he said they went to Dubai all over the country. And then, Andy said, Dubai. Angela said, Andy. No shade. I said the same thing. Bitch, Dubai is not cheap, baby. If a nigga take you to Dubai, you different. Sheree got that good coochie. She my coochie. She Gucci. Shaguchi, girl. Shamia, Sheree got that good cootie cat. I still do my cootie cat. Girl, how you doing like that? Because I still do my cootie cat. Still do my cootie cat. La negrita. Let me stop. So that was it for the men, y'all. Angela was so relieved when the men's section was there. She was like, oh, thank God. Okay, and then Kelly, I'm so glad she called out Ralph for this. Because I remember that video Ralph said she ran into Kelly's husband. Like, that the way that they talked about Kelly and her situation, I think was very like distasteful. Like, this man literally threatened to unalive her in court. If somebody does something like that, mentally they are not okay. Because you know damn well you're not supposed to do no death threats near any courthouse or police. Because you're gonna get locked up. And they got documentation of you threatening it. So if you actually do it, you're going to jail forever. So for people to, like, especially Portia, to negate that and like sort of make it seem like it's so light and question it, I don't know how Kelly didn't crash out, because I would have crashed out. You're not going to ever question something I've been through and then try to make light of it. So, Ralph said, it wasn't really anything, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's what I thought. And then she basically said, like, oh, it's good that, Drew, you still got a baby daddy in your life, even though y'all don't get along. Like, he still be with the kids type shit, because I don't got that. I feel really bad for Kelly. I hope Kelly runs into a rich man that takes good care of her, because, like, that would be amazing. I really do. And then they give their final thoughts. Kelly and them was like, oh, they wish Shamia and Portia's relationship would, suffice. I don't see this relationship getting better, because I think it's just been too much said and too much done. And I don't think Portia will be ever able to stop subconsciously punishing Shamia for what her mom did. Okay? Let me know what y'all think down below about this season, you guys. Apparently, let's talk a little bit of tea. There are 2 cast members that are set to join. Pinky Cole and K. Michelle. K. Michelle, to me, is one of the best additions that they could bring on this franchise. Somebody else besides Pinky Cole that I feel like they should have brought is Mariah Huck. Mariah, to me, is friends with Phaedra. They could have brought her in through Phaedra. I don't know who K. Michelle is friends with on this cast. I think she's friends with either Portia or Drew, something like that. But to me would have been perfect, because Mariah Huck is smart, she's articulate, and she knows how to read, and she knows this reality game now like the back of her hand. I know there's some bad blood between her and Bravo over the Married to Medicine thing, but it's like, she didn't go on Twitter and say, y'all do coke. No shade. No shade to Nene. She just wanted her money. So she had all rights to do what she did. She just got her money and shut up. You didn't hear a peep out of Mariah bashing Bravo and none of that. She just takes her residuals and goes about her business. So I feel like they should have brought her, and she's married. They're missing married people on the show for a show called Housewives. I don't feel like Pinky Cole's going to do good, because to me, once she realizes that this show doesn't fit her brand, she's going to sort of back out of engaging with the girls. Okay? Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.
You